Does this call for a good morning or a good night? It is 4 a.m. I am in my pink blanket. I am in pain, hungry, very tired, and awake, as it can be seen. I am coming to you with the limited light that I can achieve. I'm planning to buy fairy lights for this particular occasion. Perhaps many of you also go through this. I am a sporadic insomniac. I would like to believe that I am anyway, but the truth is sometimes I have one too many coffees, and sometimes I'm just in pain or hungry, and I don't sleep. Who knows what the reason behind today's non-sleeping is? It is currently 4:30, and the sun will be coming up in around an hour. I've been attempting to go to sleep for around 2 hours, maybe 2.5 for now, and it's not going very well, as you might be able to tell. This happens to me quite a lot, so much so that I've decided to make a series of sleepless videos where I'm just awake, and perhaps you are too, and together we can try to drift off into sleep. My monotone voice might just lull you to bed, or my boring content, either one. Here's for a very nice and calming night. First, we shall venture to the kitchen to go and make some food because I'm just starved, purely. One quick change of attire later, and I am downstairs. Welcome to my kitchen. You may have visited it before if you watched my previous video. I really hope I'm not disturbing any of my housemates right now. Keeping in mind it's also a Sunday night, well, Monday morning, I guess. This is a carrot cake that I made. It looks dreadful. It was very nice, but my housemates apparently hate me and didn't eat it, so I am very offended. The only two things that I have to drink are almond milk and wine. Oh, Capri Sun. Oh. Middle of the night Capri Sun. I don't mind if I do, really. Oh, score. I just came back after being gone out of the house for 5 days, so I don't really know what's going on here. There is no bread. There are eggs. Almond milk with Nesquik. That sounds like a really bad idea. Like a really bad idea. Should I have carrot cake? That sounds like a worse idea. See, I looked at the coffee and my brain went, yes, that's the perfect response to this. And I'm like, no. Capri Sun. Capri Sun is the perfect response to this. I sincerely apologize. I just came up with an amazing idea. I don't know if you guys know about this. There is this godlike cereal called Choco-Pick, which you can't buy in normal English stores. I don't know why. I have an African housemate, I think I've mentioned this before, and she and I have bonded about a lot of things, a lot of products that you can't find in England, but you could find in our homelands. And Choco-Pick, this cereal, is one of those things. And I went to a polar shop, I found it, I picked it up, we both cried in just tears of happiness. It was great, it was wonderful. And that's what I'm going to have with the almond milk, because it's 4 a.m. No rules apply here. That does count as the end of this cereal, so I will have to go to the polar shop to find some more soon. But it's worth it. It's 4 a.m. Capri Sun, cereal. Let's go back upstairs. Cross-legged, hunched down, no light. The Choco-Pick almost spilling onto my bed. I'm living the 5 a.m. life, I am. Is it 5 yet? 4 minutes to go. Something that came to mind recently while thinking about the Sleepless series and its potential was my first sleepless nights. I remember them very well. My first semi-sleepless night that I ever had was when I was around 11, 12 years old. It was a school night, and I just found myself not being able to fall asleep. I remember looking at my phone being like, wow, it's already 11? Then suddenly I was like, oh, it's midnight. That's kind of nuts. I don't think I've stayed past midnight a lot. And then I remember thinking, it's 1 a.m. So what do you think this 12-year-old Gabby does at 1 a.m? Oh, they take out their diary and write down just how memorable this first 1 a.m. night on a school night is. The reason that I found it so memorable was because it felt like I was adulting. It was one of those first times that I was like, this is what adults do. Adults can stay up at any time they want and do whatever they want at any time. I mean, I'm 19 and it's almost 5 a.m. So I guess 12-year-old Gabby wasn't too far off the truth. Lunch break. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure what I think of the almond milk yet. The second of the sleepless nights that I remember was the first proper sleepless night that I ever had. I was at my grandparents' farm in Poland, and it was summer holidays. I had my DS with me, I had some books, I had my phone obviously. I was around 13, 14 at this time, and nobody was going to walk into my room and check if I was sleeping. Nobody was going to be angry at me if I wasn't sleeping, but they did expect me to sleep considering I was basically a child. That being said, I went to bed and just didn't sleep, and I thought, oh, I'll play some Animal Crossing, oh, I'll do some Sudoku, and I kept doing things, and the time just kept growing and growing and slowing down, it seemed, and finally we got to the point where it was around 4 a.m. and I realized that the sun was about to come up, and I went, oh, the sun's about to come up. And the great thing about this farm is it's placed on top of this huge hill, and the hill overlooks the entire town, a river that goes through it, and you can see 20 different mountains from the other side. It's stunning when it's already light. So imagine what it looks like when the sun is rising. And also, just to express just how incredible this was to me personally, I am still that person who takes a photo of every single beautiful sunset and goes, wow, look at this beautiful sunset, because I love the sky. Sky is magical. I wish I could just touch it. So 13, 14-year-old Gabby seeing this insane view. Yeah, I had to go and do something. I felt so inspired. So not only was I filled with adrenaline through being awake, I was now filled with adrenaline and inspiration through the beauty that I had to witness. So good old Gabby put on their tracksuit and went for a 5 a.m. jog in the, I don't know, 10 degrees morning that we were having. Everybody who saw me that morning was very confused as to why the hell I was awake that morning, because I was usually the type of person who would wake up at 10 a.m., not at 5 a.m. But of course, the dream has to end somewhere. I basically collapsed in my room after a few hours because I was so tired. And my body finally caught up with what time it was and went, oh, hold on. No, go back to sleep. So I'm going to finish my extremely soggy chocolate pick. It's 5 a.m. It's food time. It's out of tune. Give me a moment. I know, you know, somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, but tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how sweet it will sing. Once more, just a dream in the moonlight. Boy, honey, I know, with the diamond you, we go.